Okay, start of day 5. Stayed last night tented near the Mountaineer shelter. There are probably 8 or 9 through hikers there. We did not stay in shelter, we just tented. And rained a little bit right before bedtime. Got things a little damp, but other than that, everything's okay. So we got about 9.8 miles to do today, and should be fairly uneventful, other than the fact that it is sloppy today from all the rain yesterday. But we'll see if we can dry out today. We're trying to decide what this white blaze here represents. We've decided one of a couple of 3 things. It's for nearsighted hikers, or it's for drunk hikers, or the person doing the blazes that day was drunk. We're not sure which. While I'm on here, I will say this section from 19E toward Dennis Cove, I would call it, what I would call it is kind of a transition area. It's just meandering up and down, in and out. Those pretty waterfalls yesterday, and not a lot of tight pools, but just up and down, and a lot of road crossings. We just crossed a road where there was a guy letting some folks out. There's a hostel down the road there called something Boots Off Hostel. It's supposed to be very environmentally friendly, and some of the folks that we saw yesterday were staying there last night, but we didn't. We tented. So anyway, we are not nearsighted or drunk, so we can see the regular trail blazes. All right, this is Peggy's first time out, and you can't see it because she got stuff all over her hat. It's your first time out with that Z-Packs pack. I was going to talk about it, but you can't even see the darn thing. But anyway, we'll say something about Z-Packs backpacks. It's light, and be careful about the sizing. We just happened to be over at Almacola Falls when they were doing the I don't know, their first of the year blowout. My mind's dull, but Hiker Palooza or something like that. But anyway, Z-Packs was there, and they fitted her, and she got the youth model, the Scout. And smaller folks and ladies especially are going to need to get those, because they're just they're too big otherwise. Sounds like what? Yesterday, when it was so rainy, I decided to unzip the bottom of my pants, let legs off of these Columbias, and wash them in the creek. They're there hanging on Peggy's pack, but they weren't quite dry this morning, so I have introduced my legs to the hiking community. So far, it's not been very impressive, but no wolf whistles or anything like that. So the hiking community may never be the same. So now tell me again about your night last night.
My night was horrible.
What was wrong with your night?
Well, my legs hurt, my feet hurt, my hips hurt.
The guy in the tent next door had gas. It rained yesterday.
But it wasn't a bad, no. It was just kind of a drizzly day. We set up the tent in the rain, but nothing got wet, so it was good all in all.
we have gone by our shelter. Moreland Gap wound up being 9.65 by the GPS, and it was 4 o'clock. So we just didn't want to sit there in that shelter. It was one through hiker, one section hiker, and two fellows that we had, well, one fellow that we had met at the hostel the other night, and his buddy. I don't know if they were going to stay there or not, but we just didn't want to quit at 4 o'clock. So we're going on a ways. It was 6 point something to our end point from that shelter. It's down to 5.4 now. I don't know what we're going to do. We're kind of in betwixt and between. Well, that sounded Georgia, didn't it? In betwixt and between. But anyway, we're either going to stop short and camp, and we'll have a very short hike out of here tomorrow, or we will hike on out. We'll see what happens. Well, that's where we've hiked this weekend. That's where we hiked over New Year's. That's Unica in there, or Unica, however you say it. And then there's the Roan High Top, and then the balls, Jane, and all those other balls that we hiked. That's where we hiked this weekend, or this week. And I think we have made our decision that we're going to try to get out of here. We passed the last campsite and didn't really like it for a couple of different reasons, but we are going to ease on out of here. And that'll be a pretty big day. It's going to wind up being 15, which is a lot for us. But to know that we have hiked everything that we can see, pretty good feeling. To the right. Yep, that brings this little hike to a close. A day early. So that's where we got to come back to. Here's where we stayed on both ends of our journey. Black Bear Resort here on Dennis Cove Road, and I highly recommend it. I'll show you the inside of our little cabin after we get checked in. Okay, this is where we started it and ended our section hike here at the Black Bear Resort. They've got these little cabins up on the hill. We didn't stay in those. I don't know if they're for more people, but we asked them what we would need for just a couple of folks. And they gave us these. They've got these 4 little cabins right here. And let me quickly get over here and show you what they got. Very basic, of course. Does have power, and it does have a little portable heater in it. And there's Mama Bear right there. So, my Mama Bear. But here's what the inside of their little room looks like. It's got a double bed there, and then a single up on top. Window to open, a little heater, sitting space, place where we ate our pizza last night. And there are 4 of those. Vagabonds, Turtle Box, Granbo, and I don't know how the heck they got Detroit here in the hills of Tennessee, but that's what they got. So I'll show you a little bit more of it as we move around here. Did see a wonderful azalea in bloom. Azaleas are long gone back at home, but they're pretty up here. Here's their bunkhouse. I think more folks seem to use the cabins because they're not that much more. Oh, hiker sign in. So anyway, they've got ice, and I'll ask permission to see if I can do the store. They've got this little bear's den over here for hikers to hang out in. And there's not a lot of internet service up here, so they do have where you can get on the computer. There's a computer over here, but I'm sure internet's expensive up here, so they have to restrict that. A pizza oven, we had pizza last night. Microwave for popcorn, stuff like that. So it's a pretty good little place. Here's the bathhouse. 2 shower stalls. One of them's broken, and then of course just regular bathroom type stuff. So, but it's got all the amenities, everything you would need for getting cleaned up, getting ready to go.